Hey guys, thank you guys for coming on. Saturday was an amazing fight. It was better than what I expected it would be. Being here in America and the heavyweight division being down for so long, and I'm fighting so hard to bring the attention back to American boxing. They say once the heavyweight division falls, so does the sport of boxing. And I believe in having a strong American fighter to keep the division lit, to keep boxing exciting. And that was my ultimate goal is to bring the heavyweight division back here in America. To see the turnout, it was amazing to have the attention. It was definitely overwhelming for me. And to go in the arena, man, it almost felt like pressure for me, to see so much. And like, we have the world attention. This is the moment I've been waiting on. This is the moment that I've been looking for to have the American audience, to have the attention draw right here, right now on this very occasion. And I had that. It was a very emotional um, situation for me. And I definitely got over anxious to knock Tyson Fury out. I said I would do it, and I got very anxious just to see the response and know I had the world attention like that. I didn't know what to expect. This is my first time pay-per-view. I know I had a lot of stuff going on and stuff like that, and this was the moment. And it got the best of me, the moment of it, being so anxious when I knew what I had to do. The fight was easier than what it seemed. I've seen when he was ducking me, overthrowing my punches. I've seen that so many times. I've knocked guys out so many times on that very move that he was doing. But my anxiousness, me being anxious, it got the best of me. Me being wanting to knock him out to end this show, this event, this wonderful event that it started out. I wanted to end it on a great note. I wanted to end it in a devastating knockout, and I pressed that. I pressed that too much for myself. I think I applied more pressure on myself than anything, and it allowed me to get out of character. It allowed me to just abandon the game plan, and you see what happened. It's crazy that I was going back to my corner thinking to myself, why is you overshooting the right hand? You know what you can do. He's bending over, step back, throw the uppercut, step back, lead with the jab, and come straight with the right hand. And every time I would do the same thing over when I knew what I had to do over and over again. I think I was fighting against Fury, and then I was fighting against myself. Having just been here in America, just trying to bring it back. It was a lot of emotions going through me. You're looking at a guy that weighed in at 212, and then when I got dressed in the back of the room and came in with the official win with the people that weighed me, I came in at 209. I couldn't believe my weight dropped even more, after I weighed in. That kind of bothered me as well too. Although I'm not the type of guy. I've always said that, I'd rather be the part than look the part. Weight is, it's just something that's looking the part, and I don't care about that so much because I know I have the power. I don't have big man power. Some guys, Fury have big man power. He don't have punching power. He have big man power. I don't have the big man power, but I do have punching power, and I know that right there exceed all expectations of me. That right there put me at the top over everything because no matter with me, I'm a dangerous fighter. You got to be cautious of me from the first to the 1 second of the 12th round, and that's what's so unique about me. That's what makes me so special. Up in this sport, I have so much ability and talent in this sport. I can beat all my guys have outweighed me. Fury came in as 260, so I gave up over 50 some plus of weight in this fight, and still was able to put him on the floor like I did. It's man. But the amazing thing about this whole event is that it's talked about around the world. Everyone is talking about this fight as if this haven't even happened yet. It's about to happen again. Everyone around the world talking about. You got one side going for him, you got one side going for me, and then you got one side that's all in the middle. Some people feel like it was a draw. When you have a controversial conversation around the world, and people talk, it was the number one trending and probably still is. It was the number one trending event that was going on around the world, and it was amazing to bring boxing back, to bring the heavyweight division, to put it on notice in America means everything to me. I got my opportunity. I got the experiences I've been looking for so long, just to see what, pay-per-view. I never thought about being a pay-per-view fighter. I never thought too deep into being a pay-per-view fighter. I always talk about bringing the heavyweight division back to America. You always hear about the golden era, the golden times, when it was like this or when it was like that, and you just get tired of hearing about those times. And when you're the person in the sport and you're the athlete, you're the fighter that's doing it, you want to bring that back. You want people to talk about our era. You want them to be excited about this era. In the past is in the past. We can make it better right now, and that's what I wanted to do. And I had a taste of that. Being on pay-per-view, having to go through so many other things, just the excitement to finally get that, man. It was amazing. It was an amazing feeling, and I'm willing and ready to give Fury the opportunity ASAP. If you have so many different sides, that it's only right to give Fury a rematch as soon as possible. I'm ready whenever he's ready to do it. I'm ready to get the fans what they want to see, and end this talk once and for all. I feel that I don't know how this man got up. He don't even know how he got up, but I feel that he had an army of prayers around him, and I feel like God got this man up for the rematch. For me, I feel like it's a lose-lose situation for me. People already made an excuse about Fury, not being in the ring, he took time off. He's not going to be ready. Wilder's going to knock him out early. They already had the excuse. Those same people, now that he survived, it's the same one that's saying he went. But y'all doubted that. You doubted him. You said he wasn't ready. So if I would have knocked him out early, then that would have been the excuse. But being that the fact that he survived and he went on, people are jumping on his ship now, jumping board. This is a very emotional sport. So being the fact that that I didn't do that, I'm still losing. Oh, you didn't win. I'm still. It's a lose-lose situation. Anything that I do, I feel. But God allowed this man to get back up for the rematch. So when the rematch happens, there's no excuses. There's no excuse. We see what he could do, what he was able to do, especially with that get up. That still surprised me I've seen this guy's eyes roll slowly in the back of his head. And many people felt that should have been waved out. I knew if we was 9 out of 10 rounds would have waved that off. I've seen many times where they waved that off. Look at my brother Malik Scott when he fought Derek Torrey. He was on his knees at 9 and stood up at 10. They waved it off immediately. I felt like the count was very slow. I feel like it was a lot of delays in that, but I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain because we put the heavyweight division on notice, and we did it with me and Fury. It's not about no other guys or nothing like that. Me and Fury did it like true champions. We came together, we conversated amongst each other, and we got this fight done without involving all the other extra stuff. Because we are the best in the division. We wanted to prove to each other who is the best. The heavyweight, who is the best in the heavyweight division. We came together and did that, and it was amazing. And I'm ready to do it again.